Welcome to week 2 of our online adventure. I speak to you now from my underground bunker, where, because my AT&T internet failed yesterday, I now have to be. The good news is we have a fire. Cozy. So, the biggest problem that we've confronted over the last week is that when they kicked us off the campus, they didn't let me get any of my stuff. And I know that some of you are in the same boat because you've emailed me that you've left books at the office. I left literally everything at the office. So my biggest problem up until now has been I literally don't have access to any of the papers that you did before we left or any of the forms or anything like that. So yesterday I instructed my son, who is also home on vacation, that he should go to the campus, sneak in, and get the papers that I need to figure out what your grade is. He produced a video, and so let's take a look at the video first.
We can't get in here. We have to go around. Let's go.
Let's break it.
Hey, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here.
Grab the papers and stab her.
Wow, I did not see that coming. That explains a lot, and especially the stains on the paper. So, anyway, I have all of the information now from the beginning of the semester and can begin to process what's happening. I'm going to send each class a specific email, but here's the gist of what's going to occur for the rest of the semester. First, thank you for getting me to 100% participation. Now, I know that it required me to make a lot of very special emails to you, but I did my best, and I want to keep you on board, and I want everyone to pass at the end, and I think I've simplified things as much as I can possibly simplify them. So thank you for your participation. If you stick with me to the end, everything will be fine. Second, obviously we're not coming back to campus, and it seems like the group projects are a bridge too far. For the one poor group that already did their project, I will offer you some special dispensation. For the others, read the book, take away what you would from it. Don't worry, we're not going to do the presentation, and I'm not going to make you collaborate online. For the organizational class, don't even read the group project because we're not going to do it. It would be a lot more work than it's worth. Okay, speeches. We are going to do the speeches, and each of the classes will do them a little bit different. For the organizational class, we're going to do the interview assignment, which will start with you giving a short elevator pitch for who you are and why you're qualified. For the other class, the leadership class, you're going to submit to me a short video. It's 30 seconds of your elevator pitch of who you are. And I'll give more details on the elevator pitch as we get closer to it. So in one instance, it's integrated into a larger assignment. In the other, it's a freestanding assignment. You could do it today. I will give you some instructions on how to do it. I'm going to continue to use the weekly quizzes. I expect you to read the book and to do the PowerPoint presentation, which covers some additional kinds of material. And those are mostly just for me to keep up with participation. Now, I notice that some people are just doing participation, and that is like there's some exceptionally low grades. And quite frankly, in the end, for the final exam that you're going to have to pass, you're quite frankly going to have to read the book and the PowerPoint presentations. And trust me, it'll be a lot more pleasant to do it along the way than it will at the very end. Which brings me to the final exam, which is going to be substantially important in both of these classes. Rather than a multiple choice exam, instead I'm going to offer you an essay exam. I'm going to give you all of the questions beforehand. You can work with other people, cooperate to answer the questions. I will simply expect a word-limited series of answers to a series of questions as the final exam. One other thing. the university is trying to think through a lot of stuff. And one of the things that they're thinking through is pass fail. Yesterday, they came up with a policy that was utterly pointless. And that is they lifted the cap on pass fail classes above 12, but they said you couldn't pass fail any class that was in the core, general education, part of your major or your minor, which accounts for about 90% of the classes. There are some people taking classes just as general electives, and you can choose to do those pass fail. Apparently, after they came out with this policy yesterday, there's been a lot of discussion about how pointless that particular policy is, that it applies virtually to nothing, and so there may be some adaptation in it. So pay attention. If you want to take the class pass fail, that's great. Here's the deal. You fill out the form, I'll sign the form, that's great. The difference is it's not going to be a composite score. Instead, you still have to participate in every assignment, and you have to pass every assignment in order to pass. And so it's not a matter of accumulating enough points. It's about participating adequately in every assignment. And the reason for that policy is I have to read these assignments in the end, and some of them, maybe are phoned in a bit, and that is a lot less pleasant. So here I am in my bunker. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. I'm pretty good about getting back to people, or through the Canvas conversation feature. That's great too. I want to talk to you. Right now, like you, I'm probably in the second phase of mourning the loss of the semester. I really love my job. I love interacting with you. The first phase is denial, and that was last week, where I kind of thought we were going to get back together. This week is anger. And quite frankly, as my family will testify, I tipped into a rage really quickly because I'm really, really sad about how things are going. So anyway, stick with me. Stay with it to the end. We'll get through it. It'll all be all right.